Hello. Hey, Jammed. Also, don't worry about the mouth tracking. It's a little stiff. I've been trying to make it work. At least it's moving a little bit. Uh, but overall, it's still a little stiff. Also, I'm working with a webcam and VBridger, so it's like, a little scuffed. But hi. I'm so happy. I love seeing her move. It's super funny. Like, I don't know. Also, look at this funny expression. Like, just ripping open my eyes. But yeah. Uh, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day today. And, hope everything is great with you. Hey, Slap! Ooh, free food is always great. Free food is always insane. And yes, Slap, I'm moving. It's a customizable. I customized it like to be somewhat close to my original, like my design, and I'm loving it so much. Makes me so happy. Now I can just, have a little bit of facial expression. Like especially I can do this. Hmm? Hmm? I love the face. Ah. Oh yeah, for me being mad, I can also like do the toggle and just like be mad. I can also do like a blush. Like, oh my god. uh I can also just do the eye sparkle. There's also some very small tears that you can't see here. I don't play League. I am not a League player. I can also do some like eye bags. Like if I've had a rough night, I'm just like gonna be like, I am so tired. There's so much I can do. But yeah, it just makes me happy. And like the movement of the model is so good. Like I'm really loving it. It just looks like so flowy. I sit here usually like turning my head around, my turning my head here and there. It just, I don't know. It just makes me super happy for some reason. But yeah, I still need to figure out how to best position her like in the corner. For Nightmare, I am probably gonna go back to the PNG for, because Sizzle went through all this trouble to make it for me. So, of course, I am going to keep going back to the PNG. And maybe one day, I will be able to have a live 2D Nightmare. I'm just so excited. Or maybe the artists for like this model, maybe they'll release like a Halloween DLC kind of thing, because they are planning on releasing like quote unquote DLCs, like specific outfit themes. Like I think the next one is gonna be a cyberpunk theme, more or less. So, I can just experiment with that and just find out more stuff and just do whatever, I guess. But yeah, I'm just like super excited. Of course, for now, there is a little bit of stuff still missing with the model. They had a bit of trouble with exporting the file since it was massive. And there are no hand toggles at the moment. There's limited head accessories, limited face accessories, but they're working on a fix for that. I'm in their Discord, and it's just super fun to see how many people are working on the model and doing something with it. It's just so beautiful to see them all just, you know doing something and customizing it and making it theirs. Overall, just for sake of showing it off, I this is the full body. I mean, people in my Discord probably have seen it, but I'm just deciding to show it off. I did also do some texturing work here, mostly like just, deepening the shadows a little, making it look a little less uniform in color. Because that was something that bothered me a little bit, which is why I love doing minor texture editing. I didn't like that, like, it looked so uniform. Like, the colors looked very uniform. There was, like, no huge variation, even with, like, shadows and everything. And that's why I just kind of decided to, deepen the shadows here and there. Like, for example, down here, I deepened the shadow a little, made it like look a little less uniform, added a little more shadow here. Like, I just really enjoyed the idea of like putting in a little more, I guess. It's probably, or not even probably, it's like definitely a personal preference. And for example, it's also with the hair. Like, the hair is also not only one color, but there's like a little bit of a darker, like the general is darker purple, but there's like a reddish purple in there as well. At various stages of blending, various stages of how far it goes and everything. And I just enjoyed that way more than just like a very, very uniform, you know, kind of hair color. No, it's not two different colors. It's just basically purple, and then I put in like a little bit of red on the tips and just blended it together. Like, that is basically all I did. And yeah, the horns were like standard in the VTuber model. It's because of the various different blending stages. Like, for example, here the bangs themselves, they have the most red in them. And then I decided to, okay, maybe just not blend them up that much, or and keep the bottom like more on the reddish purple. And like here on the outside, like here on on the outside side hair, I went a little more on the um what's it called? Uh on the blending. I went a little more on a little harder. I'm not an artist that I get frustrated doing art, but at the same time, I just kind of don't ask people for help. So I decided to, just random DIY something together. I do have like a graphic tablet that I, installed everything. Oh, I have no idea. For me, it's I don't know. Um, Honestly, I don't know what kind of type of mind I fit in. I'm just doing what I want and I vibe with that. So yeah, sometimes it works out in one way and sometimes it works out in another way. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I also got a compliment from the artist of this customizable model, and they were just like, they love how creative uh, everyone has turned out. Like, there have been some people, those are definitely the backbone of the VTuber stuff, like the artists, and they have been creating so beautiful texture edits. I could not compare to them, like, not at all. But I love seeing them. I love looking at everyone's work and just like, I just enjoy it. And they're so cute. Like super cute. And I can't get enough of seeing them. My siblings. It's so cool. But yeah, the only thing that I have to say currently about it is that the mouth tracking is a little stiff and not very responsive. Like on VBridger, I cranked the mouth multiplicator up to 3, and that didn't really, do much. So I can kind of put it up to 5, and it probably would work a lot better, but also the movement is a little more erratic. Like, this is me cranking it up to 5, and that this is 5. So it works a little better, but it's also so much more erratic. Like, any little movement that I make is just eh, instantly on there, which is not exactly ideal for me. And even then, not everything works correctly. Again, I'm also chalking it up that I'm using a webcam and not like a iPhone. I'm an Android girly. I'm not an iPhone girly, so I've never had an iPhone. And with iPhone, the tracking is of course a lot better because iFacial mocap and like the whole AR kit thing, like that is something that I'm jealous of and that I'm probably gonna want to have at some point. Like, I don't care if I'm gonna get like a cheap secondhand iPhone 11 or something just to use for face tracking. Like, it doesn't need to be anything special, just enough that I can do some face tracking with it. But I haven't really, looked into that too deeply right now. So, yeah. Overall, I'm super happy with it, and I'm very happy that my computer is not struggling. Like, the big potato is doing so great. Like, literally so great. And it just makes me super happy. I just love seeing her move. And also, my mom was in my room earlier, and I had VTube Studio open because I was still tweaking a few parameters, basically, like for the mouth tracking, to make it just the tiniest bit more responsive. And she looked at the model and she was just like, "Oh, who's that pretty girl?" And I was just like, "Oh, that's my avatar. I use it for streaming." And my mom said that she likes her, which, I found it very cute. And then she made a another comment because like she is reading the Apothecary Diaries. It's also one of her favorite light novels and animes. Like, she's watched the anime for like 6 times already, 8 times, 9. I don't know. She's very obsessed with it. And she's also reading the novels. Like, she read up until novel 5 in German, and since there wasn't more available, she decided to switch over to English. And her comment was like, Mao Mao would be jealous. And I was just like, oh my god. I mean, yeah, probably. Which, for those who kind of don't really keep up with Apothecary Diaries, Mao Mao, the main character, is kind of very flat chested and always talks about like the other girls from the brothel, basically, with admiration of their chest size. And that's the comment my mom made, and I just laughed at it because, yeah, Mao Mao would be jealous of this. Uh, but yeah, I found it really cute, to be fair. Like, that was a comment that absolutely did not bother me at all. And yeah, no, I just really, really enjoyed it. Okay. I've been yapping a little bit again, and I'm just super excited. It's so cool. Time to pull everything onto the other screen. No, wrong, this one. But yeah, if you see me looking over like this, it's me watching, like looking at chat or OBS because like this is there's where my second monitor is. So, you know, yeah, I'm just usually I like to get into the game pretty fast for the most part because I do enjoy the game and I do enjoy gaming and you know. Okay, so let me switch the category. Uh, monster. Where is it? Wings of Ruin. There it is. Perfect. And we're switching to the gaming tab. I also need to make myself smaller, banish myself to the corner. Around here, probably. I think that's good enough. Yeah. I don't want to obstruct the game too much. And if I God, if I block any character portraits again, I will put myself upside down once more. Also, I've done a tiny bit of offline grinding. As you can see, I have a different armor set. And I'm also level 10. I was level 8. Yeah, no, I'm just definitely gonna put myself up at... No, no, no. I'm not doing the toes. Oh. But yeah, I also got a new Monstie, funnily enough. A Paolumu, which I kind of, you know, can't really use yet. Hey Lucian, how's it going? I'm so happy. No, I will not stream upside down chair. How are you doing, Lucian? I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything's great with you. And look, I got Paolumu. It's kind of weird that I already got Paolumu because I can't really use it yet. Well, not use it, but like its field ability. I can't use it yet because I can't fly yet. And thank you, Lucian. It's a customizable. It's the Liz Meta customizable. And I edited the textures myself to make it look more like myself. And I'm sorry that you're going through a rough time. I do hope things will be better soon. I believe in you. I believe very much in you. Okay. We are in Ruto Village, and we need to talk to the Elder. I'm blocking the map, but that is fine. Let's talk to Elder Maolo.
Grandfather, my apologies for worrying you, but...
Let's do auto advance. Should work.
I spoke to Alwyn. What were you thinking, running off to Hakolo Island like that?
Okay, auto advance is just not really working. Whatever.
I had to keep my promise to Red. He wanted his old kinship stone taken there.
And you crossed the sea on your own, just for that?
Elder, Zellard, this is the rider from Hakolo Island.
I love how everyone is just like so well put together. And then there's me with that fuck ass Yankutku armor. I don't know, I always mess up Kuluyaku and Yankutku just because they are so similar.
Naviru and Best Buddy reporting for duty. Nice to meet you, Gramps.
So you are Red's grandchild. I do see the
Also,
resemblance, I suppose.
last time I spouted some bullshit about, you know, Red, me thinking that Red is like the character from the first Monster Hunter game, like from the first Monster Hunter Stories game. I'm wrong. Like, I'm so wrong. Like, they're completely, like, not completely unrelated as, you know, Naviru is here. But in a sense of that, you know, Naviru is here, but he kind of left the other rider, I think. Like, the protagonist of Monster Hunter Stories 1. Yeah, I did get a new PC. I'm currently playing on the new PC. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to have a model here. But yeah, I have my new PC. It's been up and running since... don't let me lie. Middle of December. So the past few streams have been with the new big, best, and amazing potato. I finished Monster Hunter Stories 1 on the potato, and I started Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the potato. And also, for those who are not in the Discord, I have bought Code Vein 2. I'm super excited. And I bought the deluxe version. And with the deluxe version, I get, like, early access to the game. So, like, basically, I can play it 3 days before release. And it makes me so excited. Oh, even though I fucking suck at Souls-like games, it's anime Souls-like. I need that. I need that injected into my veins. And thank you, Lucian. I really, really appreciate it.
We all owe your grandfather a great debt. If there is anything we can do for you, by all means ask.
Oh yeah, I enabled the emoji thing, like them dropping onto my head, because I always kind of think that's really, really cute. So I enabled that. I also need to add more 7TV emotes to my roster, because they're great, you know? And a great substitute because I can't use standard Twitch emotes. Or like, I can't add my own Twitch emotes. So I might just add them to 7TV and see if that is a good enough workaround. And talking about Stellar Blade, I have seen bits about Stellar Blade, but I'm not a fan of the art direction, I guess, or like generally the direction. It's like, for me personally, kind of the main character is kind of hypersexualized with like the stupidly tight bodysuit and everything. So I'm a little iffy on it. I'll maybe take another look, but again, it's not generally a genre that I play. We got the Rathalos egg.
Did you procure this?
Also, the only problem have now is I always have to like recalibrate where my face is positioned when I move around, and I move around a ton, so forgive me if I forget to, do that here and there. I'm just, warning you in advance. Because as you can see, I am moving around and now everything is a little kitty wampus. So I just have to do a little shuffling here and there.
Guardian Ratha gave it to me.
Oh yeah, no, like I do get that this is like it's just a minor issue. I think it's like easier with eye facial mocap and like iPhone tracking because that is less prone to mess up, especially with WeBridger and everything and like how developed it is. With a webcam it's just a little scuffed, but that is fine.
And then you brought it here?
I had no choice. There are hunters after it. Please, let's keep the egg here, just until it hatches.
I mean, it's probably gonna hatch very soon.
Elder, could this egg be?
It's the Raised Wing Rathalos. That is me! Hello, Ginger Hobbit. How's it going? Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today? I hope everything's going great for you.
Indeed. Descendant of Red. Do you
Also,
know
another
of the right
thing,
of
like earlier,
challenging?
I ate something. I gotta keep talking about this. I ate something, and the funniest bit ever was when I started eating, the model just goes, ah. And then when I eat, it just looked so funny. And I'm doing okay. I'm just super happy to have a, L2D model that I can work on screen and just like wiggle around. I do know that they have like the NVIDIA tracking and everything, but I can't use that with VBridger because it lags the fuck out of VBridger. Like, it's so bad. I tried that, and the model just kept lagging. I mean, I can make myself a tiny little bit bigger, I think. Like this. Just the tiniest bit. I'm a little bigger. I just don't like taking up too much space of the game that I'm playing. But yeah. Just the tiniest bit bigger. I edited the textures myself, and I'm very proud of how they turned out. But yeah, back to the RDX and the tracking. Like, the tracking in VBridger with RDX is just kind of super bad. Like, VBridger starts lagging. Like, it lags. And I'm just sitting here like, brother, why? I tried that. The bigger problem for me is that when I have the tracking, the NVIDIA tracking in VTube Studio only, the lip sync tracking, like the mouth and how I talk and everything, is a lot more responsive than when I use VBridger. But at the same time, everything else looks a little stiffer, I guess. So that is why I've decided to, I forgive the mouth tracking. It's webcam tracking. It won't be perfect anyways. But I decided to just, prioritize, the wiggling and like the range of motion that I have, and like, just me being able to do this and go like, and like doing funny mouth stuff like this. No, I sadly can't because VBridger takes over everything for VTube Studio as a camera. And like when I only use VTube Studio, I can't use VBridger. So I do have to keep VBridger enabled to work this. I can't just single out the mouth specifically and use it with VTube Studio only. So that is sadly that is sadly something that I'm still fiddling with the parameters in hopes of being able to make it work. Or maybe when they update the model, they might do some fine-tuning on the mouth tracking, which would be cool, but it's definitely not a priority. And yeah, I'm just happy to have a L2D model that I actually, you know... yeah, yippee! But yeah, I'm just super happy. I love wiggling around. Like the past few days, I've sat there and just wiggled on screen and just looked at myself like, ooh, who's that? Oh, that is a dopamine hit. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, this is the customizable model. It came out on Friday, and I did most of the clothing setup and such on Friday as well. Worked on it some more on Saturday, and then I did some finishing touches yesterday on Sunday, because I did decide to, you know, go deeper into the editing with like let me just show you the whole thing, because basically this is the whole thing, and I like added the lines here, like the lines on the cloth of the fabric, and like this white line, the white lines. I also edited the sock to be like accurate to my model. I also added a few more deeper shadows because everything kind of looked very too, you know, uniform. Yes, I added the stars and like the gradient and everything. And the funniest thing is the eyes. I was able to do my eyes with like the standard parameters. And it makes me so happy because I love those eyes. Yeah, on the PNG tuber there, the stars were missing, like the whole ombre and stars were missing. And I kind of like there's a lot of stuff on the PNG tuber that was missing in the end, and a lot of stuff that was a little unfinished basically. So, you know, with this I just decided to add, you know, everything back in that was missing basically, which, you know, were the stars, the ombre and the hair. Then, you know, the you could see the sock better if I decide to ever be like fully on screen or something. And of course, like the fabric, like I had to do some fiddling with the whole texture because like this is basically like a princess skirt, like the fabric and everything. And I did some did some fiddling. I had to remove like the back of it, and yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that with the redeems. I wish I knew more about StreamerBot and was able to do more with it and like figure out how to do like a kind of redeem system through StreamerBot because I I wish I could give you more to interact with. Like that is definitely something I wish I could do. But sadly, I'm unable to at the moment. And I am going to try and fiddle more with StreamerBot. Sadly, not even soon. Like my IRL situation just kind of prohibits me from doing Twitch or like, getting affiliate on Twitch. I hit the milestone for affiliate like back in October. No, I already hit it back in August. And I just can't enable it due to some local laws because if I did that, I would be liable for like social fraud basically. And I kind of don't want to go to jail, you know. So we're just kind of trucking along as we are. Doing my best. Yeah, it's a situation. I've cried a ton about it. And I really wish I could give you more, like, more experience, more interactive experience than what I'm currently able to offer. But it's sadly not in the cards, and I need to figure out StreamerBot a lot more. Like, I need to fiddle more with it. But there are so few tutorials out there, and I'm not the greatest. I really appreciate it. It's really nice. You guys are so nice to me. I really, really appreciate you guys. And it makes me very, very happy. It's called streamer.bot. It's basically a, it's a local bot for streaming. It's like not like not like Stream Elements. Like it can't do a lot. Because overall I just decided to not use Stream Elements for the most part because back then they partnered with AI stuff and everything, and I just kind of didn't want to get into that, and I was just like, I'm an AI hater, generative AI hater. Like, I do have to make the distinction of generative AI, especially when it takes up creativity and everything, and I just really did not want to do anything with Stream Elements. So I just, decided to instead go for StreamerBot because it's, first of all, it's a local run bot basically. I also hope that the AI bubble pops soon. I mean, there is a little bit of AI, generative AI usage that I can get behind. Like, making automatic subtitles on videos and something. Like, that is something that I have also used. Because typing out stuff I say, like, on a short I posted on YouTube, basically. I do like when the videos have, like, subtitles, or, like, when there is, like, when you can see what people are saying without having to enable sound. I'm very sound sensitive, so it's a personal preference, and I'm just like, And, I did use an extension, which uses an AI language module, basically, which is run locally on my PC, so it's not it's not going for a big data center or something. And it just looks at the footage that I put into my, into my video editing program, and then it generates the subtitles. It shows me what it generated, and I can also still adjust it and, work with it. That is a tool for me that I use, because timing subtitles and typing out everything that I say is very time consuming. And I will have to admit I don't have the energy to do that for a long time. So even for my 10-second short that I posted, I used it just to try it out for once. And it worked great. And I have decided that, it's just a tool for me. It streamlines my editing a little more, but I will not use any ChatGPT or Midjourney or whatever else. And I also try to, not use any AI images as like a reference for anything. Like, anything that I'm using as reference either comes from my own brain noodle or an artist thought of it. And that is, yeah. I have never used ChatGPT or anything. And again, the subtitle generator that I'm using for my program, DaVinci Resolve, because I'm trying to learn DaVinci Resolve, the program is fighting me every step of the way. I'm used to Sony Vegas because I used that before. But DaVinci Resolve has been fighting me so bad. Like, I sat like a whole day editing a 10-second short with very, very basic editing. So I didn't want to, deal with subtitles or like, with on-screen subtitles. So I let the language model, like the extension, I let that generate it for me. And it worked. I did fine-tune the output a little bit, like the which words, just to, make sure it aligns with what I really was saying, which it did a very good job. But like, I had a stutter in there that, didn't really need to be translated into the subtitle. That's why I just configured that away a little. But yeah. Overall, I am not using generative AI for anything, really, aside from this one instance that it functions as a tool. And I am the only person who is basically, quote-unquote, getting harmed by it, like my audio. It just parses what I say into text, I guess. But yeah. Man, I went for a rant here. But everything else, I commission artists for, like any assets that I'm using, and the model is, artist made. The texture edits were made by me and my minuscule artistry skills. And overall, I commission artists a lot whenever possible, to be fair. I love commissioning artists. It's an addiction. But yeah. There's so much to say usually, and oh my god, the floodgates are open today. I'm gonna drink something real quick. Oh god, it's also gonna look so funny when I drink something. It looks so goofy. I love it. I have a Discord. I don't really market it that much. Mostly because, like, I... imposter syndrome goes hard. I feel like, you know, I'm not a real streamer because I can't give you that much. But yeah, the Discord is always there. We're just cozy, a cozy little group right now, and I'm just really enjoying, you know, texting in Discord.
I see. So you have come here without having completed the rite.
I mean, yes, I hit the live button. I am streaming. I am doing stuff. But at the same time, I also just feel like an imposter. Because I just can't give you the full experience. You know, with not being able to go affiliate, not being able to do more and whatever. So that is where the imposter syndrome kicks in. And the other thing is also, well, kind of, I guess, that even if I wanted to do more, I can't. And I'm also limited by, you know, the fact of my circumstances. And I wish I could do more for you guys. Which is why I'm looking into what I can do for, you know, some YouTube content. And trying to edit shorts. Which I've had a middling result for now. I mean, the short kind of popped off, and I did not expect that, to be fair. I'm trying my best. I really appreciate you guys. I want you all to know that I really appreciate you. Because I feel like I don't say it enough. And I know I'm also not a, you know, classic VTuber or whatever. But I really enjoy hanging out with you guys on stream. Makes me super happy that, you know, you're all there for me, also in my quiet moments and when things get rough. So I very much appreciate you guys. You're great. And yeah, I know that Stream Elements has like a redeem kind of thing. But I think that is also linked to affiliate. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. I mean, I know that there is like a kind of point system. In StreamerBot. I know that there is a point system. There's like a expansion for it. And I wasn't able to wrap my head around it yet. Streamlabs. Yeah, no, the Streamlabs is a little different than Stream Elements. I mean, I'll just see if I can get the StreamerBot thing to work. Because there is like a whole ass extension for it. And if I can't, then I'll look into maybe some other avenues. There's surely something else out there. I want to give you guys the best experience possible.
You are inexperienced as a rider and have nowhere near the power held by
Yeah,
your
no, for now,
grandfather.
we're just, you know, we're here, we're doing this, and I'm just, you know, enjoying my time with you guys.
You would not be capable of forming a bond with the monster.
Yay,
you
had
say.
that. I need to set up items. I have no idea how VTube Studio items and such work. Like, that is gonna be a whole other can of worms to figure out. I'm excited and terrified. I'm not gonna lie. But I will figure it out. I will be able to do it, and then we can, probably, surely work it out. I mean, yeah. It's always good when you learn something new and when you learn a new skill and everything. And I do know that with Streamer Bot, I can also integrate VTube Studio, which is kind of interesting. And I haven't done that yet. I forgot about that, actually. Oh yeah, no, I totally get that with the internet and also being shy. Like, I was very shy in the beginning. And I'm also not like, a classic streamer who's like able to talk for hours on end. That's just not me. I'm also in general a very reserved person most of the time. So generally me doing stuff and, I'm usually quiet. And that's why there's often like, silence, some silence in my streams, because I'm just like comfortable hanging out, more or less. That is like the vibe that I want to bring to the table. A comfortable atmosphere to hang out to, where there's like no pressure of having to engage, no pressure of, having to put on a persona, having to pretend to be someone else. Like, that is what, this stream is supposed to be. And that's kind of what I enjoy about my theme, that I can do like basically anything with it. Because dreams come in all forms, shapes, and sizes. And it doesn't really matter as long as you're comfortable. A dream is supposed to be something comfortable, something you just enjoy thinking about, just enjoy being in. Of course, there's the occasional nightmare, and like that is also something that I've incorporated with the nightmare design and everything. But overall, a dream can be anything. And that's like my whole goal, I guess. So, for example, if I ever don't feel like, this comfortable, cozy person. Hey, YOLO! How's it going? For example, when I want to go for more a cyberpunk aesthetic or something, a dream can do that. A dream can just go wherever it wants. It can be anything. It can be anything at all. And that's just something that excites me, because it's not that I'm indecisive, but I do enjoy versatility. Which is why I'm really super hyped about this customizable in particular, because there will be DLCs, quote unquote DLCs, which are just basically different themes the artists put out, like a cyberpunk theme, a medieval knight theme, something like that. And I'm just like excited. I love when the emojis fall down. Like, that's so cute. Makes me happy. I'm so happy to have a L2D model right now. Like, this is cool. I understand the appeal so much.
What?
And I'm also so glad that you guys are, sharing this joy with me. Yeah. Have fun with Baldur's Gate. Maybe at one point I will be playing a Baldur's Gate campaign on stream as well. Perhaps. Unsure when, but we will see. And then I can put my D&D knowledge. Hey Journeyman, how's it going? Thank you for your journey leading you here. I hope you're having a great day. Oh. Yes, she's moving. She's moving and moving. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so happy. Yippee! We can wiggle, 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 wiggle. It makes me happy. This is fun. But yeah, I'm so enjoying the model. Like, this is everything I've dreamed about.
What do you know of the Wings of Ruin?
Yep, the new potato is amazing. Like, my GPU is cruising. I have VBridger running in the background. I have VTube Studio running in the background. I have, you know, it's the most premium of premium potatoes. I have OBS running, and I also have Google Chrome open in the background still, because I was reading manga up to, you know, the start. I love the manga that I'm currently reading. It gets me so excited. It's just so... It's a feel-good manga, to be fair. Yeah, I upgraded my PC back in December. Like, in December, I got, like, all the parts, and my brother assembled them for me. And I've been using the new big potato since, like, I think the 18th. Or before that. Somewhere around that time is when my brother helped me assemble the PC. And I used it. And it was just excitement.
Legend speaks of Razewing Ratha, a monster so powerful it can bring ruin to the world with every beat of its wings. Some even say it was such a monster that laid waste to the village that once stood on this site.
Nice. I'm having so much fun. Yes. I'm definitely beating those monsters in very high definition. Like, I have it on the highest settings and everything. And my GPU is just cruising. It's like under 30% load, basically. And the CPU is also moving with like only 30% load. Oh, I'm so excited and happy. Like, this is just something that I've wanted for so long. Like, just to, you know, move on stream and doing some stuff. And it just, you know, makes me happy, because then you can see me move weirdly sometimes. Because sometimes I just sit there and, like, do this, or do some kind of other stuff, or I love being able to, you know, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yes, the dream really got real. And I also love that I can just do this, and that I have a stream deck. The next thing that I'm gonna look into is YOLO, stop it. Yeah, I've had a stream deck for a while now. Like, even through my PNG tuber time. Like, a stream deck, I got it like last year, August or something. I bought it for myself. So the stream deck has always been a fixture. that's how I've been very easily able to like basically mute my microphone input, because I didn't want to bother you guys with my creaking chair, but at this point I'm like, you can hear it creak. It's okay. And I can, you know, just switch out my expressions so quickly. And, you know, I just really, really like... Oh yeah, no, the chair has lots of personality. Exactly, it's loud and proud. And the next thing that I'm gonna upgrade probably is like my microphone. And for that, I kind of want an XLR microphone, like a XLR connection. But for that, I also need an audio interface. And all of that is gonna be so expensive. And it just kind of... It's gonna be a challenge to get everything together. But like, I've been looking at some stuff, like for a quote unquote cheaper Shure microphone, like the MV7X, I think it's called. That is one I've looked at. It's a great beginner XLR microphone. It's like 180 euros or something, so it's on the pricier end of things. Well, not as pricey as like the staple Shure SM7B, with like it's 360 euros or something that it costs, but still pricey in comparison to my 40 euro microphone that I'm currently using. Exactly. No, you might not even hear the chair creaking, because apparently like dynamic microphones are better for like not sound treated rooms, which means they're better at like omitting, you know, the sounds that you kind of don't want. I've done a minuscule amount of research, but man. I mean, I can always point the microphone at the chair and let it creak for you. Like, that is always a possibility I can do. Because my microphone arm, like, my whole setup is kind of really scuffed, to be fair. Because my desk is not very big. It's kind of small, actually, but I don't have that much more room. I can use the old microphone for the chair. It's the chair microphone. uh, the creak ASMR. Oh my god. Is that what you guys want? The chair creaking ASMR. Oh. You guys are insane. But yeah, like, my setup is super, extremely, very scuffed. Because my microphone arm is, basically... It's on, like, a couch table. Like, I fastened it to a couch table. One that I, you know, made myself. Back when I was a woodworker. Creaky the chair. No! And like it's fastened to that couch table, so like any vibrations from the computer travel up the microphone arm basically, so you know. And you know, any little movement can be heard, but like nothing can be heard if I like slam on my desk, because the microphone arm isn't fastened to that. I can also just post a quick picture of the table, like the end table that my computer sits on. Like, let me just... Gonna send it in Discord, so I'm sorry for the non-Discord people. you won't be able to see this this desk. Well, not desk, but this couch, chair, table, whatever. Words are losing me, and I am losing it. Let me find it, let me find it, let me find it. Where is it? It's been a while since I made it. That's why it's so far down in my history, I guess. I'll have it soon. Once I post it in Discord, I can actually show it on stream and just, you know, give you that small little glimpse of the Discord. There. I just posted in general. And let me pull it up. One moment. Make sure. No capture. Discord. There you go. This thing. See, let me put it. It's a... I made it. And basically it... That's not the chair. That's the end table that my computer is sitting on. That's like the the honorary spot in my room. It's supposed to be a couch table, more or less, since it's not very high up. But it has like a quote from one of my favorite books on it. That is the premium potato chair. Yes. That is the most premium potato chair. This is like pear wood, which is super silky smooth to the touch. It's one of my favorite woods, actually. Yeah, it's like fight because you don't know how to die quietly, win because you don't know how to lose. It's a motivational speech from the coach. It's like a book. It's like a book series about a fictional sport, which is the fictional sport is just basically a crossover between box lacrosse and hockey. And I love it so much. Like the characters and everything. The book is so very special to me. Like it just really clicked something in me. The series as a general is called All for the Game. And the books, there's like 3 books of the main series, and the author has released like a side series. And it makes me so happy to have more content of the books. Because I got into these books like almost 10 years ago. And I still love them like so much. And it just... I can't even describe how much those books mean to me. Like, they are great. They're not for everyone, though, because there's, like, heavy trigger warnings involved. Like, there's, like, trigger warnings for self-harm, for murder. There's also trigger warnings for sexual assault. There is trigger warnings for torture, basically, mutilation. Again, it's books about sport, but it's super special. Like, to me, it's very special. And those books really, you know, yeah, it's about sport. It's like, I always say it's like if a sports anime were a book. because, in sports anime, there's always the drama and someone's gonna get hurt and it's gonna be so intense and everything. That's why I call it like or someone dies, yes. Which, also happens in the books. There's also drug abuse and everything in the book, but yes. And I mean, not Haikyuu, yes, not Haikyuu, but also Haikyuu had Kageyama kind of fucked up in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. And basically in the Foxhole Court, the very first thing you know or you understand about the books is that every main character, they have their own baggage. Like the main character, Neil Joston, he has spent most of his life on the run from his basically mafia serial killer father. And he loved Exy, which is like the sport. It's called Exy. And he very much loved Exy. And he wanted to play. And he wanted to, be at least indulge a little bit whilst he stayed in like Arizona, I think is the first. Yeah, in Arizona. He was in Arizona first. And he was going to high school there, even though he was not exactly 18. No, he wasn't on the run from the authorities. He was on the run from his serial killer father, but also the authorities at the same time. So he's very heavily involved into like mafia shit, which he didn't know at first, which is basically later told to him. And he has been living his Exy dreams through Kevin Day, who is like the face of Exy. He's like the son of the woman who made the rule set and who, was like the first person to come up with Exy. And he's very, he's a very public figure. And he transferred from the Ravens, that's like a team, to the Palmetto Foxes. And the Foxes are like the worst team in like the National Exy League, National College Exy League, basically. And they were missing a striker. And they came to Arizona to scout Neil personally. And the very first meeting Neil has with Andrew, who's like he's one of the most pivotal figures in the books. Like, he is such a good character, in my opinion. I love him. I love everything about these books. And the first meeting that, Neil has with Andrew is Andrew slamming a racket into Neil's stomach to keep him from running away. Like, just let that sink in. He just decided to slam right into Neil's, slam a racket right into Neil's stomach just to keep him from running. And they basically gave him no choice but to, to join the Exy team. And Palmetto State Foxes as a whole, they're super dysfunctional. Like, extremely dysfunctional. The group as a whole just doesn't really mesh well. Everyone on the team has like their own problems. For example, Matt, one of the backliners, he used to have a drug problem. And Andrew more or less fixed it by very unconventional means. And I mean very, very unconventional means. Like, he took Matt and some of the other upperclassmen on an outing to a bar where he basically spiked Matt's drinks because Matt was having a hard time being sober from drugs. And he just... And Andrew, with like, that's the wildest part. With the consent of Matt's mother, who's like a professional boxer, and she's like a very prominent figure and everything. With her consent, Andrew drugged his drinks. So Matt was, you know, he has such a hard time staying sober and everything, but that involuntary thing, like that involuntary drugging, that gave him enough of a push to get over it. Like, my memory is a little hazy by now because I haven't read the books in a long time, which I should probably rectify and, you know, do soon. But yeah, it was insane. Or like, for example, Andrew and Renee. Renee is like also a really great character. She was in a gang as a, you know, when she was younger, as a teen, because her household was basically abusive and she was unable to really escape. Her mother was heavy-handed, and her mother's boyfriends were... they were vile. Her mother died of an overdose, and she was in a gang then, and one of the gang members did sexually assault her, and she resorted to basically killing him, which kind of got her arrested. Well, no, her parents didn't die of an overdose, but like, her parents went to jail. And when she kind of became a whistleblower for like a journalist, Stephanie, she's great. And you know, Stephanie also adopted Renee in like after that, and you know, kind of helped her reform her a little bit. Like, Renee is very religious. That also comes through in the books because it's basically through religion she was able to redefine herself and like not be the violent Natalie Shields anymore, but like she completely changed name, appearance, everything to Renee Walker, because Stephanie Walker, that's her adopted mother. Anyways, when she became a whistleblower for like against the gang and everything, the gang members in that were sent to jail basically killed Renee's parents, like her real parents. Not that it was a sad thing, to be fair. But yeah, like, all of the characters in that book, they have some messed up shit that happened to them. And that is like the philosophy of the team coach, David Womack. And yes, it's a sports book. There is enough sports in there to, you know, balance out the drama. And David is just... he's such a great coach. Like, he gives people a chance that no one else would give a second chance. His motto is just basically like a second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever chance, as long as you get one more chance than anyone else would be able to give you, than anyone else would give you. And that is just something I love. Like, he is doing such a great thing. And man, the one to pull the team together, though, that is Neil. Like, you wouldn't believe it at first. Like, you see Neil, and you see him in, like, the first few chapters, and you're just like, I don't think he can fix anything. Also, hi Gil! Hi Gil, I can see you too. I'm so happy. I've been yapping about my favorite books for like the past half hour, I think. Ah, thank you. I love that you guys are hyping me up so much. Like, I definitely really appreciate you guys. But yeah, the photos I sent in Discord from the table that that you may or may not have seen. I was just talking about the books. And yeah, those books are heavy. I hated book 2 the most, like not hated in the sense of I actually hated it, but like I hated it in terms of how emotionally devastating it is. How bad it actually is. In a sense of the dread you feel. There are certain chapters, like when you get to a certain chapter, you have that sinking feeling in your gut. And you know shit is gonna go down. And then shit is gonna go down for real. And you're sitting there like, I did not want this to happen. No. And it's just insane. It's intense. It makes me cry. It makes me still cry. I'm like crying right now. Oh my god. But like, I love those books so much. They elicit so many emotions. And that's why I was so happy when the author like started the side the spin-off, not spin-off, but like a side story about a character that will only play like a minor role in the main story. Jean, you will forever be my bestie. And his healing and how he heals from trauma he experienced. And that just kind of, oh, those books hit. Like, they have hands. And I wouldn't want them any other way. Sadly, though, the author has been not feeling too great the past months. So the third book has still, not been released, or there haven't been any real updates or any progress updates yet. I just hope that she will be okay. Like, that is my main concern. Because those characters are so dear to her. And I remember that the author, they spoke about when they made Foxhole Court and everything. I think there were like 150 drafts. Like 150 drafts. And the worst part is about Jean's character, 150 drafts, and this is the only time he survived as a character. Like, the character stayed alive. And just let that sink in. In every other iteration of the story, Jean would have killed himself or died in another way. And it's just like, it makes me so happy now that Jean gets his, own sequel, his own happy ending, basically. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, I love this. It just makes me so happy and so, those books, I love them. I probably know what I'm gonna do for my, like, long form content, or like for some long form content. I will be talking about those books because they're just insane to me, and I just need more passion. And I kind of want to gatekeep them, not gonna lie, because the general populace who are reading books nowadays, they are kind of Puritan about stuff. But at the same time, I also kind of want, people to know more about the books. and what they're getting into, and my opinion of why I think they're great, even though, you know, I haven't studied literature or anything. I just go based by vibes. uh, Also, Gil, I'm so excited for what you're gonna do with Code Vein. I need to see that OC when you have it. Oh, let me get this off screen. Oh. Time to get
So
back
you're
to the
saying
game.
that
I've been
inside this
neglecting it.
It matches the description of the egg in the legend.
I'm so sorry for the huge tangent, by the way, but like, those books, they're so near and dear to me. And the books, primarily, they don't focus on romance, but there is romance subplot happening, which the romance, it's kind of like, it comes from nowhere, and then when you read it, like at the first time you're reading it, it comes from nowhere, and then you read it a second time, and then you see all the signs. All the signs were there from the very beginning, and I'm just like, how did I not pick up on that? Like, by the end of book 1, I was already I was thinking, like, it would be nice if, like, Neil and Andrew got together. Because they have some really, really unique chemistry. And, like, you think that by the end of, well, at least I, personally, I thought that by the end of, like, book 1. And then, you know, you read through them, you continue reading, and then you get to book 3, and you understand. And you slowly start to understand. Because the best part is, Neil he's an unreliable narrator. He is a very, very unreliable narrator. So you cannot trust him that he sees everything as it is. And that is, like, the most insane part of everything, to be fair. Because you see it, like, basically from Neil's perspective, like, adjacent. You know, like, Neil is the protagonist. So whenever, like, Andrew does something or whatever, Neil doesn't understand it. Because for Neil, romance is something that it never had a place when he was on the run, basically. In his own words, his mother beat any feelings of romance that he could ever have had out of him, because he only kissed a girl one time, and his mother lost her shit and just beat him to hell and back. And then they continued running. And as such, romance was dangerous for him. And that's why, like, he doesn't register anything as romantic. And then, like, towards book 3, you start to understand, like, you understand, and he understands. And it's just like, I sat there and I cried. Okay, I cried. Okay, I'm a crybaby. Like, there's no thing about that. I am a crybaby. I cry a lot, especially when books hit me like a fucking freight train. Like, I can't read some books without instantly sobbing. For example, 86, book 8. That shit decimates me every time. I cry every single time. Because there are just some lines, there's so much grief in those books. And it's just like, it hits you. And it hits you that the characters that are in this book, like a lot of the more or less side characters, they are on suicide missions. They have no other choice. And they talk and they say something and it resonates so deeply with you, I just can't stop crying. Especially with like the fleet, like in 86 the novel number 8. They have to like go to a base out on sea, and they're with the fleet countries. Basically, that's what they're called. And the fleet countries, they only have the orphan fleet, which is basically most fleets have been decimated, so they cobbled this one together. And this is the last offense. It's the last time they can go out to sea because they don't have more ships. They don't have more personnel. The war has taken so much from them. This is the last time any one of them can go out to sea. And then they bring the 86, who are like the elite special force, basically, consisting of child soldiers, by the way. They have to bring them to like a outpost of the enemy, and they go and like they go out to sea, and there is a diversion force, and they hit and then it hits you, and it hits the 86 when the diversion force makes their last transmission saying they've engaged the enemy. And they're preparing the diversion, and they're getting shot down, and they're getting decimated. And the captain of the huge aircraft vessel that, you know, they have like all their weapons and machines on, basically, just says, you know, like says something along the lines of that they all knew that this is the very last mission they'll ever go on, and that most of them will die. And they will do everything to protect the 86. And yes, it's the anime. It's from the anime. It's just the light novels, because the anime stopped very abruptly. I hate it. I wish it had continued. I need another season, but that is a whole other tangent. And whenever Ishmael, like that is the captain of the aircraft carrier, and when Ishmael started talking, I'm lying there and I'm starting to cry, because it makes me feel so many things. Like, one moment, I'm gonna get the books. I'm gonna read that to you. Okay, let me find it. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a longer thing, so I apologize. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer read. Or let me just find... Okay, here. Our fleet is currently positioned 180 kilometers away from the enemy base. The two diversion fleets are currently engaging the enemy's artillery cannon, but they are unfortunately on the verge of annihilation. It is projected that the Orphan Fleet will need to open hostilities with the enemy sooner than expected. To our allies, the 86, once we reach the Mirage Spire, it will be time to show your worth. The voyage may become much rockier soon, but you needn't have fear. If anything, I advise you to think of this as an attraction and relish the experience. Because I promise you, this supercarrier the Stella Maris shall not sink. All crew members, last survivors of the 11 open sea clans, my younger sisters and brothers, allow me to first express my gratitude as your sibling for your loyal service thus far. Thank you, and let me express my deepest respect for your choice to die in your homeland's name, for setting sail on this voyage with me. Our final enemies will not be the Leviathans, but those damnable metal monsters. However, our deaths will be honored all the same. Let us make this a voyage that will make the late fleet commander weep with envy. One that will be lauded by the future generations. Let us go out in a blaze of glory and determination that will be remembered for millennia. This will be the final open sea voyage of the orphan fleet that our fleet countries once had. Like, I read that and it made me tear up. It still makes me tear up because this is such a farewell. Oh, I'm getting tears again. Because it dawns on you that they're prepared to just to die just for the rest of the people on land to have a chance to win the war. Aircraft carrier, or like, let me continue reading because like it gets even more intense for me. Someone else says aircraft carriers have the highest firepower protection of all battleships, but on its own, an aircraft carrier is actually extremely fragile. It needs a convoy to remain vigilant around it, complete with destroyers and cruisers to handle air defense. Only then can an aircraft carrier focus on maintaining aerial superiority in combat. Without a convoy, it would be sunk easily. That's probably the same for a supercarrier. And then, the last thing, the next thing, is what Ishmael says again. I shall ascertain your battles and deaths with my own eyes. I and the Stella Maris shall be your storytellers. Even in 100 years' time, when I am old and decrepit, I will speak of your bravery with my dying breath. And even 1,000 years later, the Stella Maris shall remain as a monument to the existence of our fleet, our country, and the open sea clans. And so, my crew, go forth and perform the flashiest, most impressive, proudest death you can muster. And I read this, and I tear up. Because it gets me so fucked up. Like, the writing is impeccable. Also, sorry for crying again. But yeah, it's just so intense. I love 86 for that because it portrays so many variations of grief and horrors of war and everything. It's insane. But yeah, you should definitely buy 86. Like, you should definitely buy the light novels. They're great. Okay. I keep getting sidetracked.
But
yeah, it was important to me that I read this to you because that was just like a very small glimpse into it. And it just hurts. It just really, really hurts. Well, me, at least.
Hey, quit yanking my tail. You don't seriously believe all that. You can't just decide the monster's gonna be evil before it's even born.
I know. It doesn't exactly sound fair.
I've talked so much. Oh my god. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it very much.
However,
Should this Rathalos hatch and awaken to its destructive power, you will be to blame for what happens. Are you prepared to take that risk?
I mean, yeah, sure, that's my monster. It's gonna be my monster, at least.
Buddy!
It's a rider's duty to protect the egg they've been entrusted with, no matter what kind of egg it may be.
I mean, valid.
As a start, let's see if the human youth has what it takes to participate in the rite of channeling.
I confess, I am curious to see what the young one can accomplish with Red's kinship stone.
Grandfather.
Okay. Ooh, I'm calming down again. God, there's so many emotions today. So many emotions flitting all over the place. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are also having fun. Even with my, tangents about kind of violent topics. And also, like, this small excerpt from 86.
Don't sweat it, buddy. You can do this. Come on, let's get this little guy hatched.
Oh, we got a house. Yippee. House is somewhere over there. My house. I have to go down. Ew. And
Could the legend Grandfather spoke of really be true?
Don't worry, Anna. It'll all work out. More importantly, we need to focus on learning about the rite of channeling.
Of course. The rite will help prove to everyone you have what it takes to succeed. If Red could do it, I'm sure you can too.
I mean, yeah, the rite of channeling is not too bad.
Here, you can use this room while you're here. It was Red's room years ago.
Wow! My buddy's grandpa stayed here too?
I love that they just kind of decided we're keeping everything Red had, just, I mean, you can see that the passage of time is different for, like, Vivirians.
Yes. Red was the first human ever to visit Ruto village. His coming here was our salvation, too.
Oh, right. Your Gramps talked about owing Red big time for something he did.
I'll tell you that story later. For now, please try to get some rest. After that, go meet Alwyn at the stables.
Yippee. I can now use my house. Nice. It is my house. And wait, did it just say that I can Enna's outfits? I can dress Enna up. I mean, I only have the Kuan coat, which I'm actually not a fan of, so I'm gonna, keep the white dress. It's kind of cute. I love her. She's very cute. I do like her normal outfit too, though. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Puke Puke, but this kind of has a really cute feeling, actually. The only thing I don't really love is, like, the shoes. I wish they'd been, not this. I wish they kept, like, the original style of shoes and not, like, this mesh in the front, like the tied in the front. But, like, the back and everything is solid. I wish they'd either committed to, like, gladiator heels, basically, or just fully close them up, because this is just, I don't know, to me it looks weird. But that is okay. Nabiru's outfit. Oh my god, he got Puke Puke costume. What the hell? He looks so funny. And also the Nergigante costume. I mean, yeah. We are going to save. Even though I've been idling for a lot and haven't done much yet. Don't worry, I am gonna drink something. Wait. water. No, I do want to do something, you know, that works. You don't have to type empty empty things, you know? The food is great. I also love food. On Sunday, I just kind of felt a
These
little
are
under
our
the weather,
stables.
like
Feel free to
emotionally.
use them as you please. Let me know if
So
there's
I just got
anything you need
some
help with.
comfort fast food, I guess.
Hey, thanks.
I mean,
Say,
everyone
where can
has
a
their favorite
feline get
weekday.
some donuts around here?
Dough nuts? What are those?
Donut? Damn, cars breaking down is kind of bad, yeah.
What? Don't kid around. This is important. We're
Oh boy,
talking about
Gil.
the greatest food in the
You
world.
should really eat more. I mean, maybe try to, you know, think of Sunday as something bad happening. Because at that point, it might just be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of them.
Just, you know, a little bit more optimism.
They're a delectable treat, fried in oil. They're sweet, shaped like a ring, and each bite is pure bliss. If you really don't know about donuts,
I mean, 12 p.m. is a good time to eat. I remember when I worked as a kitchen planner, I always ate my meal at like, well, I didn't even eat. I like went the whole day without eating, basically. I usually just kind of had my break at like 3 p.m. or something. Because it couldn't be flexible, and everyone else wanted to have their breaks at like 12, 1, or whatever. I usually got the butt end of the stick. So I just, yeah. I usually was in the break room and I like napped for an hour because I was just so exhausted.
how come you don't go nuts?
Sweet, round, and fried in oil? It doesn't sound very healthy, to be honest.
I mean, yes, Gil be the local food thief.
That's not the point. If you've really never heard of donuts, how come you don't go nuts?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Naru, your puns, they don't go.
No, don't you get it? Donuts? Go nuts?
Naru, you're cringe.
I'm sorry, I still don't.
A lethal dose of cringe.
Okay, I guess I should stop waiting for a laugh, huh?
I mean, it was kind of funny though.
Oh, that was a joke? Sorry, I don't really get it.
Alvin is also kind of a sweetheart.
I see. Well, as you may have noticed, our village is made up of only Wyverians. Monster riding is all we've ever known. We only started exploring the outside world fairly recently.
Fairly recently?
I guess we still have a lot to learn.
Sounds like you're all in the same boat. My buddy here never left Tokolo Island until now.
Yep.
It's your first journey away from home? That
Yep.
can really take a lot out of you. You should get some rest.
Nope. I could use the stable. Oh, I have an egg. I forgot. I got one from a rare monster den. It's a Yankutu. Yippee! Not like I have 10 of them already. I do not care about them. As you can see, I have like a ton of them. I also got a ton of Velocidromes, which I don't know, I'm not too much of a fan. I just wish I had like different monsters. I don't have a power monster yet, and I do not want any of the Aptonoth or Boldromes. And I only have 5 slots at current because 1 slot is always reserved for Rathalos. I have lots of technical monsters. There's children. Boop. Hello, I'm back, Elder.
So you have come. A wild Paolumu appeared in the forest a little while back. Some of our riders...
A Paolumu? But those fluff balls are adorable.
God,
How could they hurt
Paolumu
anybody?
is... man.
True. Normally, they don't attack people at all.
Let me guess. This one isn't normal.
Indeed, this is the first time we've had to face such a threat. We'd like you to help investigate. Show us your skills as a rider.
So soon. Is that wise?
This should be a good experience. And what's more, the child has Red's kinship stone.
I mean, yes, I do have Res Kinship Stone, but... you know?
This is a good chance for them to show if they are capable of taking part in the rite of channeling.
I agree with Zealot. If you plan to form a bond with a Rathalos, you must hone your skills as a rider.
I think my skills are very much up to par. Thank you.
Well, when you put it that way, challenge accepted. We'll show you what we're made of.
Nice. Oh god, Gil, get on that, you know, character grind. Make OCs. Please. I need them. I need them. I very much need them, Gil. You're gonna post so many OCs, I hope.
Wait a moment, Elder.
You know, not at all threatening or something.
They don't have the necessary experience.
Hey, whose side are you
Brother,
on?
I
We'll take
have
down
the
an Anjanath
experience.
and not just by a whisker.
You're just proving my point. That overconfidence could be your undoing.
I mean, we're gonna have him as our, like, friend with us.
Why, yada?
The safety of the village is my responsibility. I'd prefer it if...
Relax, Alwyn. I see where you are going with this. You may accompany them.
Code vein, code vein, code vein, code vein.
Thank you, sir.
Every hand helps. Now that it's been decided, make your way to the forest.
Good. I need your guys' creativity. I need to see that. I'm also so excited for the character creator of Code Vein 2. Especially with how in-depth that's gonna be. If the first one was already a banger. I know I heard that like the second one is a lot more detailed.
Sheesh.
And
I
that
still
kind of
say
excites
we could
me.
have handled this on our own. Nonetheless, we'll do our best.
Please
Also-
be careful.
One thing I also want to say, or like I also kind of want to mention about the model. how good the eye tracking is. Because I have glasses on. So any light source just kind of, you know, reflects off my glasses and whatever. But the eye tracking, it has been so good. Yeah. Like, the eye tracking is insane. Like, I can just, you know, close my eyes up and down, and it just works. I just had to fiddle a little bit with the parameters. And they're not perfect by any means yet. But I can, you know, close one eye. And, you know, despite me having glasses, you know, and despite my light source being, like, not the best, to be fair. I mean, it's pretty good. It's like my lamp cranked to the maximum. But still. But I could just do this. It doesn't really work that well with the other eye yet. I mean, good luck with that. Get to lofty trees. Yes. Let us go. Alvin is my buddy. Oh. It's like I don't remember if you can really do a
Aren't you a dear?
like really mommy typecast character from the body sliders and everything. But I'm sure you'll manage. I'm very excited.
Hello. Wow, thank you.
Let me just accept every single quest that I can find. Because I would not be me if I didn't accept every single quest, and I think for this one I need to go up here. And talk to the feline. Yerp. There it is. Stupid feline. Hello, sir. Oh, it's a quiz feline. I see. Let's see. Makes a monster more likely to retreat from battle. Paintball. Flying monsters. I think. Flash bomb. Yeah. I think barrel bomb. Yeah. I'm smart. Sometimes. And we got some good stuff. Nice. Oh yeah, no, the title screen is like a whole ass flashbang. Like, you do not get a choice in that. Also, I love just how stupid Paolumu looks when it's not puffed up. I love it when Paolumu is puffed up, though. Like, that shit is so adorable when it's puffed up. I just hate it when it's not puffed up and it just looks like a giant rat. Also, there is the Arzuros, and hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. We're gonna dispatch you. Leg. We're breaking its legs. You can always be honest, I think.
Show me your skills.
Okay, maybe not that honest. But yeah, no. Paolumu just kind of looks weird sometimes. Okay. mean, the Paolumo just looks like a rat. That's basically everything about it. It's not even a bird, it's a rat. It's a rat. It's a rat bastard. We are going for this one. Yippee! Let's go. Can we do both? Ooh. Nice. Okay, so it's just basically the same-ish cutscene always. No, not really. Kind of.
Don't waver. Keep going.
Holy shit.
Well fought, my
I
friend.
remember in Monster Hunter World when I encountered Paolumo first. I loved it. I looked at it and I was just like, okay, that's my favorite. And then its neck puffed down. And I was just like, oh, I hate it. Thank you very much, but no. No, definitely not. Actually, I need to do this. I need to kill 3 Azuros. I see. And eggs. Well, it just always kind of looked goofy, to be fair. It only looks good when it's puffed up. Like, that is my full opinion. I love the
This
thing
area
when it's
has
puffed up.
remained unchanged since ancient times. Many kinds of monsters live here, along with some rare species of insects. That said, a lot of them have been
I
disappearing
don't
lately.
remember.
So you think
No, wait,
strange
I
things
think-
are happening around here too?
I do remember
Let's
the
hope not.
dark version.
There was much more wildlife around here in Red's time, though.
Yeah, the Nightshade
so
Paolumo
that
or
means you knew
something.
my buddy's grandpa too then, huh?
Yes,
Everybody talks about him like he was a celebrity. What was he really like?
it's hard to put into words. I knew him almost his entire life. I have so many memories of him. Our village
Yeah.
has long since been inhabited solely by Wyverians. Not everyone was happy about him being allowed to come and go as he pleased.
I mean, this
However,
thing just
He
hits
never
hard.
let any of that bother him. He and Guardian Ratha just kept showing up again and again. He was always so open and friendly. He was
Nice
freedom
skill.
incarnate, a
Mhm.
perfect match for the King of the Skies. An incredible man.
Guess that runs in the family, huh, buddy? Hold on. If you knew the old guy since he was a kid, how come you still look so young?
Naviru, get
The
with
way
the program.
that Wyverians and humans age is a little different.
The way they age?
Yes, we live longer and age slower than humans.
Wow, how about that? That makes me wonder, how old do you think Anna is? She could be as old as an elder dragon!
When Red first arrived here, everyone said it was impossible for humans and Wyverians to be friends,
Why would they think that?
because we could only spend such a short time together. Humans mature in what feels like the blink of an eye for us.
Were you afraid humans wouldn't want to be pals with you anymore once they grew up?
Yes, but we were wrong. Even though I can no longer meet Red anymore, I still consider him one of my closest friends.
I mean, that's
Therefore,
kind
I'd
of
never
cute.
be able to forgive myself if I
Alvin
let
is
you
a
get
real
hurt
cutie.
on my watch.
So that's why you insisted on coming with us.
Do you hear that? There's a monster nearby.
I assume it's the Paolumo.
My whiskers didn't pick up any signals. You got better senses than me, huh? I'm impressed, Alwyn.
This is nothing. It's completely normal for us. Back in his day, Red trained his senses to an even higher level. The best I can do is pick up on distant sounds. But he could actually hear the voices of monsters.
Oh?
The voices of monsters?
Come on, this way.
Hmm. The voices of monsters. Twice. Asshole. Cat event stand. Yippee. Let's just get everything the scout flies are telling us to grab. Ooh, there's a chest. I didn't even notice that. Oh yeah, back here. Bum, bum, bum. Here. Here. Nice. We're slowly finding track. Earthy garlic, yippee. Oh, there is a Pekko. Stupid creature. Oh my god. We got stuck. Time to yoink this bitch. It's a technical attacker, so can I yoink it? Hey, this is the wrong weapon for it. What's this? And let's see. Also wrong one, so it's definitely the hammer. Why is Petaluma so stupid? Why is this monster dumb? Okay, we go back to Pookie. Let's go, Pookie! Time to bonkaroonies. Bonk. Pekko is down! Holy moly. Okay, can this thing probably maybe please shut up? Die. Nope, it's not dead yet. Holy moly. Heel spin. Nice, we killed it. Whew.
Well done. I'm impressed.
Nice. No. Not yet. I would need to find its den and everything, and there's not a guarantee that it runs around. Also, there's another Thoros. Let me kill this thing. And speed. I'm going to switch to Pookie because no, I'm reserving that honor for the Ketsu. The moment we get another Ketsu, that is gonna be, you know, Balls Jr. the second. Ouch.
Don't waver. Keep going.
Oh yeah, the legs need to be broken with it with a different weapon. I forgot. God, I love Legiana. I want one of my own. time to get a bonkin. Hello, buddy. You're gonna have such a bad time. As I said, you're gonna have a bad time, Soros. Nyum. Bong. Holy moly. Legiana is so cool. More Azura stuff. Oh, there's another Kurapeko. I mean, it's a good thing to just bonk some Kurapekos, to be fair. Gives more items to craft with. We break the head first, so we need our hammer. Bonk. Also, my hammer is just not strong at all. I wish I had a better one. But that's something I'm gonna work on. Which enemy? Kurapeko? The body. Probably the chicken decapitator. So yeah, Kurapeko. Yeah, let's decapitate that chicken. Oh my god. I love Paluma when it's puffed up. Legiana is a fucking insane. Not gonna lie. And feathers and Screamer. Sacks, I guess. Here. It's a great Yagi. I forgot that they use those stupid attacks. I guess I'm gonna drink something. Oh no. I got bonked. What the hell? Oh, I hate Yagis so much. Okay. Just decided to fucking kill it. Hi CJ! How's it going? Hope you're having a great day today.
Keep up this pace.
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you popping in. I mean, yeah, this thing is just kind of... I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so stupid. I used the wrong attack. Oh my god, why is it a technical attacker? Ouch.
Don't lose heart.
What the hell? Okay, so... does it go from a technical attacker to a speed attacker? Probably. Well, we're just gonna pinch it, kill it. Yep, it's speed attacker now. Stupid creature! Look at this fat fucking mouse creature. It looks so stupid. I love it. Hey, Frangus! How's it going?
Well done. I'm
And yes, it's L2D Uni. I'm having so much fun with the customizable model. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm happy to see you. Like, it's amazing to have you here again. Mr. Frungy. What direction? Over here somewhere. Anyways, items. I have one vital essence. It'll piss me off! And I can't make one. I need vital essence. How is college treating you? Hope everything's going great with your education, though. Oh, there is Yagis and an Azuros. Let's just get rid of them. I believe in you. I very much believe in you. What creature I should hit first. They're both going after me. Please take care of the Yagis. I do not want to die. That's the wrong Yagi. Damn it. They're the ones still gonna attack me. Yup. Frungy in class. Items. I need an herb for myself. What herbs deal 50 in this game? Oh. I was still kind of used to, you know, herbs healing like 30. Like in Monster Hunter Stories 1. But everything heals a little more in this game. Oh my god, why is Legiana so stupid? Bonk. Get wrecked. And a power. It's mad. I don't know what it uses when it's mad. I mean, I kind of don't have to think about it. We're just gonna shift skill. Ah, it heals. I love the cutscenes. Oh god, I didn't change the category. Holy shit. God, Monster Hunter Stories.
Well done.
First one. I didn't update it. Holy crap. In my OBS, it wasn't updated to Monster Hunter Stories 2. It was still showing me just chatting. Oh man, I messed up. Whoopsie. It happens. I swear I changed it though. but apparently not. Wait, it was Monster Hunter?
Impressive display of kinship.
Interesting. Because my OBS literally just told me it's still just chatting. I mean, could also be something for that OBS was messing up, to be fair. And that it wasn't, you know, showing the right thing. Which is fully possible. Oh my god, there's another Yagi. That is true. You would have noticed. You are heal mod. We go. Continue. Okay, time to head into the den. Also, there is something. Yes. Heal mod is best. He's amazing. Let's just make some potions. Just to be safe. Ooh, life sit. Life sit is also great. Show me. Put it in Discord. I need it. Okay. I'm back. I'm back to it. Gonna yoink the Palumo. Oh wait, no. Yippee. Just had like a friend text me via Steam. Sorry, I just got distracted for a hot moment. Where's the Palumo? We need to go over there. Okay. I do not care about the Yaggies. Go away. Ooh, I'm gonna look. That is more important than anything else. Oh my god, hitting the pose too. That's so cool! Oh, I love your character, Gil. That's really cool. I really love that. It looks great. I mean, yeah, the outfits in Code Vein, like, they were very limiting. You could do a lot to customize it with, like, the... What's it? You can do a lot with the accessories. That's what I wanted to say. But for some reason, they kind of lock the outfits together. They had like only complete outfits to choose from. I don't know if they're gonna change it for like the new one, which I'm excited for. Okay, let me. You are gonna be switched out with Pookie. We are only gonna use Pookie and pray that Pookie is enough. Okay, the sword is great against this thing. Man, don't sleep in class, Frungus. I mean, yes, you're not sleeping yet. I'm going to... Yeah, an herb should suffice for now. You're doing great, Frungus. Multitasking. You're multitasking. Oh boy, ineffective. I think it has ice resistance. It has inflated. Yippee! That is exactly what we wanted to hear, right? Ah. I don't know if it's the same in this game. I know that, like, in this game, he's weak to, fire, as you can see by the number. When it's orange, it's effective. He's using speed. Kill! No! But yes. I also should probably switch target to his head and break his head. I definitely need to break this guy's head. Also, we're gonna ride on. Neck pout. Calvin got fucked. No, we're still gonna fight. Nice, using air blast. The sleeper agent word. Oh my god. I just want to win more head-to-head combat against this thing, so I can upgrade my, you know. Well, we're just gonna do a ninja kill together at this point. Thank you. And let's yoink them. Boom. Button mashing. Power attack. Yeah, basically it's a huge move. Also, we broke its body, which is kind of a fun thing. I I hope it dies soon. Please die, creature. Thank you. That was actually easy.
Well fought, my friend.
Also, Alvin's character portrait is also really cute. Just, Look! Isn't he cute? Like, look at him, how he's smiling. He's adorable. I am so excited what Monster Hunter Stories 3 is gonna be. My flipping up upside down is getting close. Oh, well, back down we go. Ooh, yippee! Everyone's leveling up. Pelt, Hidden Fang, Pelt, Webbing.
You did
I
it,
appreciate
buddy.
the clip.
Now we're another step closer to the rite of channeling. We couldn't have done it without you, Alwyn. You make a pretty decent teacher. You might even be better at it than me. And I'm navigating Naviru.
Naviru, you're just kind of stupid.
Me? A teacher? You've got to be kidding. If you really want to become a better rider, you can learn more from the monsters that I could ever teach you. Monsters are much closer to nature than we are. They're in tune with the world around them.
Naviru has his charm. I like Naviru. He's just kind of stupid.
Understanding what a monster is trying to tell you is one of the most important skills you can develop.
Well, that's certainly easier said than done.
First, you must learn how to listen.
Now I'm all confused.
There's no rush. Just keep improving little by little. You'll see what I mean. Come, we need to report to the Elder.
Now you're talking. Let's ride, buddy.
Let's just grab an egg real quick as well. Also, I'm just gonna collect everything first. And there is more stuff over here. Yippee. Yep. Yippee. And... okay. Oh, let's give egg. Okay, that's the only egg. It's a Paolumo egg, so it's fine. I already have a Paolumo, but whatever. Let's leave. And let's run. There's also a chest. How did I miss it earlier? I think I was running from this thing. Oh god. Fast, fast, fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Here. Nope. We're not gonna get jumped by the Yagi. No, I will not fight it. I'm just grabbing stuff left and right. And this. Here. And we got the Alcala honey. Yippee. And we're gonna go back up into the village. I mean, technically I could have used the caravan stand, but I just like traveling on Monsty. Let's go! in the village again. Yippee! Oh, we also finished a quest.
Hello.
Oh yeah, the Edzoros.
Yay!
Yay! That could be me. I also say yay. And here to the Elder, and we report back. Yippee!
I see you are back. How was it?
It was just like you said. I don't know why, but that Paolumu was going nuts. But don't worry, we made sure it won't be causing any more trouble.
Well done. However, you still lack experience. You must work a lot harder.
What do you mean I lack more experience?
This egg.
Well, jeez, we'll solve them all. No big deal. Bring it on, right, buddy?
Some of our villagers have been reporting an increase in monster attacks on the Harzgai Rocky Hill.
Yeah, if I didn't know you were talking about Code Vein, I would have been concerned.
We suspect it to be the work of a monster camouflaging itself among the rocks and boulders.
A monster that looks like a rock?
Gravios or
feel like I've
Pizarios, one of
seen
those.
So far, we've been unable to identify the creature. You'll go
Code
find
Vein
out
mentioned
what it
indeed.
is.
Rangus, I bought the deluxe edition of Code Vein 2, which means I have early access to, you know, the when it comes out, like 3-day early access.
I'd like to accompany them on this quest as well.
Of course. Go ahead.
Yippee! All right. However, I'm going to save, and I think this is where I end stream for today. I am a little tired. I didn't sleep the best last night. There was a lot going on. I fell asleep at like 4 a.m. and I woke up again at like 8. So I didn't have the most sleep. Which means we are going to find someone to raid. And then, yeah, let's see. Is anyone I'm following? Ooh, there's a few people. Honestly? Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. I am going to raid someone. I just don't know who yet. To be fair, I am going to probably, you know, give you over to Slap. Because it's Slap, and he's playing Warframe, and I'm not raiding myself. So we're probably gonna raid Slap because he is, you know, a good friend of mine. The raid message is as follows, and I, you know, thank you very much for hanging out with me, for being here for the Unix Live 2D review. It was not a grand affair because I don't really like debut stuff, so I'm just like, I'd rather use it like this. Hey Ginger Hobbit, I am just ending stream, so, you know, I am in the process of ending it. because I'm actually kind of tired. But I really appreciate all of you guys, and thank you for listening to me yapping and just, you know, going apeshit over my books. I love you guys. So, with that, I will send you off to Slap, and I hope you guys have a great day, and let's meet again in the waking world. Bye-bye.